Welcome to Is It ADHD or Life? A couple's perspective, where we unravel what it's like to live with ADHD within a relationship. And this week we're asking the question, is it ADHD or selective deafness? Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Do you know what you should have done? I should have gone hi and you go, what?
Oh, good one.
That would have been funny. I feel like you use that dad joke all the time. That's a dad joke that you do.
I've just realised that 30 seconds is the most uncomfortable 30 seconds.
Do you know what, right? As I was doing it, I thought to myself, Adam should take a shot at this next week. Just smiling.
And as I go through the videos, I see me doing that face and I think, I wonder if I could do something. I think that should just be you, that bit.
No, yeah. Absolutely not. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How's your 2 weeks been?
Oh.
We've had a tough couple of weeks, haven't we? There's a few things that I want to bring up because not bad. I just want to talk about how you dealt with it from your end, like your side, how you felt and stuff.
Yeah,
okay, and now I've forgot them.
Oh, good.
Which is annoying. I should have wrote them down.
I think in the importance of being honest, then it has been a hard couple of weeks. It's been up and down. I've been all over the place, mood-wise, and been a bit of a downer.
And if we're honest, you've taken it out of me a few times.
I think it's went both ways. I think, yeah. I don't think either of us has been in the best place.
Of course.
But, yeah, it's been tough, and even with the ADHD thing, I got to the point where I was emailing the company.
Yeah.
Because I'm still in this limbo, and that's been frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I've got all these feelings and emotions and stuff that I just want something to sort it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they says just to wait still.
It's not great, is it? So we're still waiting for titration, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
But didn't they tell you to fill all the forms in again?
Yep. So I've now filled all the forms in twice, and if it goes, I think it's 3 months, then you need to do it again.
Right.
So that's another 3 months started now until
that's
they see if somebody
ridiculous,
gets
isn't
in touch.
Okay, so we've had a bit of car problems.
Yeah.
We got a new car. It's not worked out.
No, it has not.
And the car can't be fixed, basically.
Yeah.
How have you kind of dealt with that? On the outside, I can kind of guess. But how have you dealt with it on the inside? Like, how has your ADHD played into that?
So the ADHD bought it.
Yes, it did. So you made a comment, actually, the other day. We were talking about it. You made a comment, said, I did loads and loads of research. And sorry about my voice for you. I can't really do a Scottish accent. And you did, I agree. However, on this particular motor, you found it in the morning. We went and picked it up at the night.
Yes. Very excited. Perfect car for work life, family life, fits everything in. And then these lights come on and the lights won't go off.
Yeah.
And we've took it to several different mechanics and the lights still won't go off.
And it's not got an MOT anymore, so it's due that. And we can't put it in because of these lights.
Yes,
Anyway, one of the mechanic thinks it's something, but it might not be that. And it's a very expensive fix.
Yes.
We're talking over £1,000, aren't we?
Yeah.
And it's not worth that, is it? So now it's a case of we've got to get rid.
Yeah. So how I've dealt with it is I have came to terms with it. I realised what I've done, and I was a silly boy. and now I just need to make the most of the bad situation. So I think because of that, because I know it was completely my fault, then I've kind of been in a proactive way. I've been trying to sort it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's my fault.
Yeah.
So I can't take it out on you. Because it wasn't your fault.
It wasn't, absolutely. Although, I do think that you made a comment, something about, like, I didn't help look for a car. But my argument is, I don't know what I'm looking for.
You've seen it.
No, I understand. I understand that. But so I would have spoke to other people, but sometimes I think your pride gets in the way.
See, that's not pride. I know what you mean, but I don't think it's pride.
So what is it? A shame?
I don't know. Maybe.
Right.
I don't want to ask other people, or I would rather just deal with stuff myself. It's control freak.
However, I know that you say like you've learnt your lesson. I don't for a minute think it would not happen again.
No, because already I'm on for. I can't buy another car off Facebook Marketplace. Can we go to, what are they, garages or something are they called? Car sales places.
It's had a really tough life. It's been tough for us, hasn't it? How was half term for you? Because you didn't work, and we had lots of activities going on. So how was that for you as well?
It was really good, you know.
You enjoyed it?
I really enjoyed it. We've done a couple of things with family. And
we were on the radio. Well, I was on the radio. I'm a radio star.
Yes, you work for BBC Manchester now.
Breakfast show. If they want to employ me, though, they're very welcome to.
But yeah, it was really good. It was great fun, and it was nice to switch off a couple of days, and yeah, it was good.
So again, though, by the end of that week, did you feel a bit of burnout, or did you feel like you were okay, or?
I was ready. I felt as if I hadn't done enough work.
Okay.
So this is a guilt thing where if you have a lot of fun or whatever, or you take time off, then you're thinking, I need to get back and be doing this, and should be doing that, and should be doing that. So
okay, well, it was lovely to have you at home anyway. For the
what
for
about
the
you?
week.
How's your couple of weeks been?
It's been hard because I've been trying to kind of be the supportive wife for you, but sometimes like my moods get in the way because you're moody, so I'm moody, and then when you punch bag me, I get offended. No, I'm joking. No, but you know what I mean. Like I struggle sometimes when. So the whole car thing, like I struggled with. I've not once ever thought, well, like a total blame, like on you. Not once. I just think like I need to make sure that I'm saying the right things to make sure that you don't go under. I don't push you under. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And not in a bad way, just like in a supportive kind of way.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we got.
In my defence, I was lied to. When I picked the car up, I was lied to.
Yeah, of course.
I was told it was great.
Okay.
Fly through an MOT.
We all make mistakes. Yeah. There is something else that I thought about, and I thought, oh, how did you read it? I can't think what it was now, but anyway, it's it's gonna. If it comes up, if I think about it.
On the bright side, somebody's picking up that popcorn machine tomorrow.
Oh, don't for about a fraction, an eighth of the price that you paid for it. Anyway, let's move on. Today's episode is all about selective deafness. And before we start and go into it. And I've done a lot of research. Have you done a lot of research this week?
I have.
In the car on the way down?
Yes.
In the shower. I heard you listening to videos in the shower, actually. I've got a question here.
Okay.
And I
don't like this.
No, I just want to start it off with this, okay? Bit of a hook. Huh? My husband has ADHD, not selective deafness, but somehow never misses what benefits him. Is that ADHD or just him being a man?
Wow.
I want you to think about that question the whole time. We're going to revisit it at the end, okay? Okay. So, we suffer a lot in our house with selective deafness from yourself.
No, right. Stop.
Okay.
It's not selective deafness, okay? Before we get started, I want you to think about this.
Okay.
You know, I always say that I thought I had Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
I also thought I was deaf.
Yeah.
And that's not, I thought I was deaf.
Oh, no, 100%.
So I thought I've been to get hearing checks. I've had my ears sooked on multiple occasions where they sook out the wax.
Oh my gosh, stop trying to make yourself sound attractive.
And I thought I had so many problems with my ears. I don't. I've got ADHD.
We'll get on to that in a little bit, mate. Okay. So
can we stop saying selective deafness?
Okay, sorry.
That's not a thing.
Okay.
I'm offended.
So it's when I didn't hear you starts to feel personal. That's what this episode is all about, I think.
Don't do that. Give me a hand.
that'll be the video. So I might say things to you like, I literally just told you. How does that make you feel when I say that?
It makes
I've heard myself say that as well.
Makes me feel surprised because you've definitely not just said that.
You might reply to me and say, you did? I didn't hear that.
I would, or AI would.
No. This is a conversation that I've wrote down.
Oh, yeah.
And then I say, you hear what you want to hear.
Okay.
So I want to know, is it intention? Is it tuning out? Is it disrespect? Or is it a nervous system overload? They're the things we're going to look at today.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay. Do you want to start with any of your stuff first, or should we just...
No. I'll keep mine as a surprise.
You're not going to put that board up once, are you?
Can I tell you what I've done?
Yeah, go on.
So we decided to be a bit prepared today, and I actually read what you had wrote for the episode.
Okay.
And then I turned it round
and wrote your own because you thought that was shit.
So I've got my version.
Okay.
Of what,
Okay. So my thing is, when someone doesn't respond, didn't register, or says I didn't hear you, is it ADHD, or are they choosing not to listen? And I've got a bit of research here about what ADHD actually does to listening, and I want to see if you think that you what's the word, relate to that. So attention is interest based, not importance based, and that triggered something in me a little bit, actually, because I wondered if that was for everyone. Do people only listen when they're interested, or do people, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Is that for everyone? What about you?
I think it's easier to listen when you're interested.
Yeah.
But I think there's different levels of interest as well.
Okay.
It can be something that's interesting to you.
Yeah.
Or something that you're interested talking about. Or if you don't understand something, I could switch off if I don't understand something.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay. So ADHD brains apparently filter poorly, they struggle with sustained auditory attention, and they miss information if not stimulated. And I guess that's what you've just said about if something's not interesting to you, you think that's when you kind of switch off in your brain?
Yes. So I think this has got so many levels.
Oh,
right?
100%.
There's the I thought I was deaf part.
Yeah.
And then there's the interest-based part.
Yeah.
But I've got that in big block capitals in mind, the auditory processing disorder, and that you can have that alongside ADHD, so it's like a separate thing that
here we
runs.
go.
No.
Oh my God. Are you getting tested for it? Is that you? Is that you now? I've got ADHD and I've got...
So I think that it's massive. I don't think it is an interest thing, but I don't think it's just that. I think it depends on the circumstances.
I completely agree, because I don't want to knock you. I don't want to slag you off and stuff. But your worst is when you are on your phone, doom scrolling.
Yeah.
And you don't hear anything outside that doom scrolling.
So I agree with that.
Yeah.
And that's not good. I don't think that's ADHD. I think that's just... I think you would be the same if you don't do it anywhere near as much as I do, but if you're looking at your phone, if you're concentrating on something on your phone, then say, for example, you're not watching the telly.
No.
Or you're not hearing what's going on round about you necessarily. Whereas I can completely...
You are very good at blocking that out.
I will not know a single thing that's going on round. People could be... The house could be burning down round about me and I wouldn't know what's happening because Deborah's having an argument and...
You are knee deep. Louis said to Mel saying, you are knee deep in Deborah's life, trying to find out. Oh, someone split up and you're like, oh my God, when did that happen? Why did it happen? But I know there's been times when we've been sat there as a family and there's been stuff going on around us. I don't know, the kids are jumping around and annoying each other and one of them's trying to have a conversation with you. And then I will look at you and you're doom scrolling and Kelly said to me he's literally just nodded me.
So I can see the two of you making faces at each other and I can hear that. That's when I perk up because I can hear you making wee remarks and stuff. But in that time, I'm aware of what I'm doing. That's not ADHD. That's me just zoning out because that living room can be awful at times.
But do you not think to yourself, oh, that's a bit rude, that actually?
No. Because my mask's off. I'm not masking. I'm in the comfort of my own home. So I'm just being me.
Oh my God, what did I marry? Working memory gap. Sometimes they heard you, but it never encoded. So it's not refusal, it's failure to retention.
Yes, I like that.
Okay.
And I agree. I was thinking about this morning.
Yeah.
So when you are... if you start saying something, by the time you finished it, I've forgot what the first bit was.
Yeah.
Right? But that made me think about audiobooks.
Okay.
And I want to ask you if you're listening to an audiobook, right?
Yeah.
Do you listen to it or not?
So the last audiobook I listened to was the Dolly Parton book, and I at least listened on my way to work.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And so I used to listen to a lot of audiobooks, but I could listen to 20 minutes of an audiobook and not know a single thing that's just happened.
Okay. So
I just zone out and I don't listen to it. Same as reading a book. I read a book, get to the bottom of a page, and I've got to go to the top again and read it again.
Yeah.
So Is that, would you do that? Would you switch off and just not, like, you'll be hearing it but not listening?
No, I think I zone out from everything else and just listen. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I could be driving and then think, oh my God, how did I get here? But it's because I've been listening probably to the book.
Yeah. No, I struggle with that. I struggle to take
okay.
in the information, and then I've got to skip it back to the start. And
So do we think that is ADHD then, rather than you?
I would say so. And
Rather than
it's to do
attention.
with the working memory and the attention thing, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Hyperfocus and task switching. So if you're mid-task, your brain does not register external input. Transitioning attention is neurologically harder. So I guess transitioning your attention from, say you're doing a bit of work, we'll move off from like the scrolling. So you're doing a bit of work and then I come in and say, do you want a coffee? Sometimes it takes about 30 seconds for you to look at me and be like, what? Do you think that's because you struggle to turn your attention from what you're doing to me? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot that makes me like particularly angry. I wouldn't say I'm an angry person.
No, not at all.
But that really gets to me, and it does something to me. It switches a switch in me. If I'm doing something work-wise, especially work-wise, if I'm stuck in something, and anything goes on round about, you could say something like, "Oh, have you seen this?" Or and it proper. I'm working, I cannot cope with that.
So I've had that a few times from you, where you've like,
and it's not that I can see. It's not nice, and that's horrible, and it's a horrible reaction. It's not something that it's just I cannot physically. It's like a switch.
Because it's almost like all you need to say to me is, sorry, what did you say? Rather than just get angry about it. Do you know what I mean? Or sorry, I'm just let me finish this, and then like.
But it can also go the other. Like it can be. If there's a good bit on TV.
Yeah.
I noticed that last week. We were watching The Apprentice. They should all be fired. But and it was just at the bit where he was about to sack somebody or something, and then one of you asked a question, and I'm like, really? I can only concentrate on one thing. It's horrible.
And is that the ADHD?
I think so. I really do think so. I've not got that ability to hear two things at one time. No, go on. I'm going to now contradict that completely. Okay. Because if you put it in a different setting, which is a massive part of this, I think, if you're sitting in a bar or a restaurant or whatever.
As I was just about to bring this up,
then I can hear everything except what the person next to me is saying.
Yeah, you are a big one for like listening to every single person's conversation around you, wondering what like Jenny's doing behind you and Jeremy in front of you. Like, but if I was sat talking to you, you'd be like, blank.
This has been a massive reason I thought I was deaf, is being in people's company and not being able to hear what's going on. And I think with what we've never, I don't think, spoke about it, but we've kind of came to an agreement where when we go, without talking about it, where when we go out now, you act as my carer. Do you realise that?
Yeah. And like somebody might say something like, oh, you can't really hear because there's too much going on.
It's exactly that. I've seen you do that so many times. And
I feel a bit sick.
I've just came to accept it. I quite like it.
We need to separate. We're done. Divorce.
But and you just kind of, you've picked that up and just started.
I'm so sorry.
No, I like it. It means I don't need to explain. I just sit going.
I'm your carer, not your wife. Oh my God. Do you know how I get carer's discount for places?
But it's so true, and it was actually like a relief when you started doing that, because it means I don't need to explain to people why I cannot hear a word they're saying, even though they're sitting a metre away from me. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And it leads to all sorts of paranoia and everything. At tables, we've discussed that before, big dinner tables.
Even things like names, or you want to hear a story but you can't. Everyone's laughing and you'll think, and you think, oh, best laugh, but I don't know what I'm laughing at, and that kind of thing.
It's horrible. And it's because there's so much going on round about me, which somebody once suggested loops, which I've read a lot about this morning. Why are you laughing? I don't know enough about them, but seemingly in that kind of situation, you put these in your ear and it blocks out all the background noise, and you can only hear the person that you're speaking to.
But what if somebody was trying to get your attention from like the other side of the table? Do you not hear that then?
I don't really know.
I don't really know much about
I don't like the
Bigfoot.
idea of putting stuff in my ear because
No.
I don't like.
Not your ears.
No, because I've always had so many problems with my ears, but I've not. It's ADHD.
It's funny because like hearing you say this, I didn't realise I took on that role. I don't think. I think it's just kind of like happened.
It did just happen. I love it.
Oh man, it's why you married me. Oh, sick. Okay. Because I've noticed, like, you get frustrated and stuff when we're out in public, and it is hard.
It's horrible. Because you want to be involved with everything, and you just cannot. You can't be. It's not nice.
I didn't realise it wasn't like it can look like the hyperfocus and task switching can look like ignoring delayed response and blank stares. And and then you feel rude and you feel like you don't want to be there, I guess, anymore. Like, I know that's extreme, but it's true. Like, and eventually, if that kept happening, you would not want to go out anymore. And then we'd suffer because I can't not go out.
No, so you just need to take me along. This is Adam. He can't hear you.
Do you want a picture? Do you know Little Britain? You'd be in the wheelchair. Is it Andy in something?
But yeah.
Let's switch it then, how it feels for the non-ADHD partner.
Yeah.
Okay. So, common interpretations that they might think, or I might think, is you don't care what I say, you listen to podcasts, but not to me. You heard the game score, but not our plans. I mean, I'm very lucky that you're not really a sporty kind of man, are you? You respond to your friends instantly. Again, I'm very lucky that you don't have it. No, we're joking.
No, it's true.
Joking. And I think some of them are extreme because I maybe I've just kind of learnt to live with it now. I don't know, but I find it just so annoying when, for me, it's when you're doing something that's not important.
Yeah.
That you don't hear us.
Yeah.
So it's when the doom scrolling comes in and like you're lost in it and then I want to have a conversation with you and I can't because you're lost and it's like 30 seconds later that you go, what did you say? And, do you know what I mean?
Some of that is just escapism, I think. That's
of course,
just that. And it is rude, you're right, it is rude. I think you do a lot, stuff in your house with your family that you wouldn't do to other people.
You wouldn't do that
So,
outside, of course. And it's because you're so comfortable around us.
But that doesn't make it right. You're right.
And I think more for the kids than me, to be honest. Like, they might not take the same view as what I take. They might just be like, oh, my dad's so annoying. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't want to grow up thinking like that. So why it says why it stings, but I don't really like that. But listening equals validation and attention equals safety. So when someone doesn't respond, it triggers rejection, invisibility and disrespect.
I get how that could come across as that when it really isn't. Something that stuck in my head from the videos that I was watching was, like if you say something and I automatically say what, but then 30 seconds later I'll answer what you just said.
Yeah.
Because I know what you've said. It just takes me a couple of seconds to process it.
So I do that sometimes, someone says to me something, I go, what? 3rd of June. Do you know what I mean? Like an answer. But like it takes me some time to process it. So I think I do that as well.
Yeah.
Maybe that's some level. I think it's a level thing, maybe that yours is just higher.
I think I just automatically say what. And then because when I heard it this morning, I thought, I'm always saying to you what? And then I say, I heard you.
Yeah.
I say that all the time.
Because we have that thing where we go, what?
So yeah, the processing thing is, but I understand how that can come across as disrespectful and not listening, but I don't think it is at all.
Just like this last week when we did when it's probably ADHD, when it's probably avoidance. I've got some of them as well. So when it's probably ADHD, it's likely if they miss lots of information, not just yours.
Yeah.
They ask you to repeat things often. They seem genuinely confused. They respond better with visual cues. They improve with systems. That is probably when it's ADHD. But when it's avoidances, they constantly hear things that interest them. They ignore emotionally charged topics. They dismiss repair attempts and they refuse to create communication agreements. Do you think that you ignore more emotionally, like if we were to talk about something serious or emotional based? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that you would ignore that more?
No, I don't. I think that is something that I would hear perfectly well.
Yeah.
And then make a joke about it and avoid it.
Okay.
So I think that's a different thing.
Okay.
Doesn't
If I
come
was
in
sitting
there.
down and be like, we need to have a conversation. Okay.
That doesn't come into the hearing thing, I don't think.
No?
No.
Okay. Anything that you want to add before I give you a bit of
I
repair?
think we've actually a bit of what now?
The repair conversation.
Oh. I think we've covered actually most of it.
We could talk about this forever because it's a big, massive topic.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah, just that auditory processing was massive. Oh, something here, people often say the TV is too loud. Don't understand that. Why don't you let me listen to the TV over like 7?
Because we have a child that's asleep and we don't want him to wake
But
up.
I can't hear it.
You've got subtitles on.
Exactly.
Read.
So, see when we're watching TV, right?
Yeah.
Because I always have subtitles on.
Yeah.
Do you read the subtitles?
Oh, I
or
love the subtitles.
Right,
I
okay.
love the subtitle. But I can hear that TV perfectly well.
But do you hear it or do you read the subtitles? Because I was thinking about this as well.
That's
in this.
interesting, actually.
So I think I read the subtitles rather than listening.
Yeah,
to
I
it.
do. Oh, here we go. Phone
It's
call.
okay.
Yeah, no, but I probably do as well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it then.
So, just as like a roundup then,
Oh, you never said round up, you said repair.
you know, just as a roundup, I'm going to give you some repair conversation
Oh, right,
starters,
okay.
okay? So, if for the non-ADHD partner, so for me, instead of me saying like, oh, you never listen, I might have to say things like, when I have to repeat myself, I feel invisible, or I need eye contact before I start talking. So like, Adam,
Oh,
Adam,
that voice.
look at me.
Oh,
Look at me in the eye.
Oh,
You hate it when I say your
oh
name,
my
don't you?
goodness.
And for you, instead of you saying, I didn't hear you, maybe say, I was mid-task. Can you repeat that? I want to get this right.
Okay, our house is going to look different this week.
Adam, darling, look at me in the eye. Okay, so let's move on then to our 5-minute moan. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going first?
You can go first.
Okay, thanks. Why do you leave empty cups on the couch?
Oh.
It happened again this morning, and I thought, boom, boom, there it is, bam. That was a bang and a boom all in one.
Oh,
Oh, it's really annoying. Like, you'll finish your coffee and you'll just leave it on the couch. And it's okay today because I'm going to go home and tidy up. But what if I was coming straight in with Theo, he gets that coffee cup?
He would
What
just
if
drink it.
Yeah, he would.
Coffee.
But, no, but what, like, I don't know, what if he broke it or what if he just, like, threw it somewhere? It just really annoys me. Like, if you're going to leave it on the table, not on the couch.
I can see how that could be annoying.
Oh, can you?
I
I'm glad you agree.
didn't realise I'd done that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a bowl there a few times as well.
I think I know I do it with bowls.
Why?
I don't know. Because that white table's always full.
Oh, it's lazy. It's laziness is what it is. I'm telling you now.
That
Because
is
you walk
lazy.
past the kitchen to go upstairs or to go out. So it's very lazy.
I hear you.
Yeah.
That's lazy.
Okay.
I apologise.
Thank you.
I will try and stop doing that.
Thank you so much for listening.
I'll get the baby to take it in the kitchen for me.
Okay.
Okay. You've started this cute new thing.
Oh, God, here we go. You can't label it as cute and moan about
Oh,
it.
it's so cute. It's the cutest. Where we can just be driving along happily, where I'm driving, you're in the passenger seat. Why have you started shouting at me when I'm driving? Proper shouting. Not just once either. You've started shouting at me.
I don't think I shout.
Shout in my ear hole.
I don't really-
Speaking of not hearing things, I can hear that.
I don't really raise my voice.
Yeah, you do. When you're shouting, that other lane.
So this happened the other day. I got it wrong. I admit it, right. I got it wrong, which lane you should be in. Sometimes your driving frustrates me
Okay.
because you don't indicate early enough.
I'm being safe.
No. You're not telling other drivers that you need to move over.
No, because I would rather wait for a space.
No,
I
because-
don't want to inconvenience them.
Oh, no.
I would rather wait until it's clear and then I'll just go over.
Sometimes your driving frustrates me, okay? And
I
I
don't
just,
feel, I mean, I hear you
Mm-hmm.
and you talk about being a punch bag and stuff, but I don't feel you should let your frustration boil over to the extent where you shout at me like
I
that.
don't shout. I wasn't shouting.
Shouting in my ear.
I didn't shout in your ear.
You did. It's not the first time.
I didn't shout in
You
your ear.
shout at me a lot from the bottom.
Good shout. Just kidding. Okay, I hear you. I will basically. I'll be in the passenger seat with a blindfold on. Okay, and then I won't look. Okay.
That'll make me happy. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I apologise live on air.
Okay. Thank you.
To round off this episode, then I've got some good, bad, and ugly for us. All about hearing, which I loved. So thank you for sending them in. We ask every podcast for you to send your good, bad and ugly about ADHD into us. You can send them to adhdyourlife@gmail.com, or you can comment on any of our socials. Okay, I've got a few goods, some bads and some uglies. I want you to tell me what you think. So, a good. I used to think my husband just ignored me. I'd talk from the kitchen while he was on his laptop working and get furious when he didn't respond. What's up?
That sentence.
Now I say his first name and wait for eye contact before I start. It feels so small, but it changed everything. His brain genuinely doesn't register words until he shifts the attention. So I don't feel crazy anymore and he doesn't feel like he's being attacked. I like that.
I love that. But I'm going to wear a body camera this week because I know for a fact you're bringing this into action, and everywhere I look, you're just going to be in my face like that, waiting for eye contact.
I've just pictured myself coming up to you and going, Adam, like right in your face, like we're 2 centimetres apart.
Oh my goodness.
My partner has ADHD. We've started a reel where he repeats back what I said about plans or logistics. I love that. It first felt silly, now it feels good. It's not about testing him, it's about closing the loop. It is about testing him. But I like that. But then imagine me going to you, what's that date I just told you? Getting my teacher, yeah, you're getting me in. Getting my teacher voice on. Okay, last one for good. I thought he only missed stuff that I said. Turns out he misses half as what his manager says to him too. When I realised it wasn't selective, I understood. Now we text important information instead of relying on like drive-by conversations.
I think that's very important. It's not a selective thing, and it does happen everywhere. It happens in work, happens in any situation. I dread talking to people because I forget stuff instantly and I don't take everything in.
There's random, like you will send me random text messages if you're at a party or something. What you like of things that like say someone wants to book you, you will send me like a random date and I'll be like, so remembering.
I've started messaging myself.
Yes,
I think I've mentioned this before.
Yeah.
What was that face for?
Because I find it funny.
No, I've set up the WhatsApp chat with myself, and the difference that has made has been amazing.
Do you ever text yourself and be like, "Hi, Adam, like you got this"?
No, I don't.
You're a strong, independent woman.
Don't, no.
So yourself like, what's it called? When you
affirmations.
Daily affirmations. So I thought there was 3 good tips there, like getting someone's attention by saying the name, getting them to repeat back, and then texting, and whatever works for you. I think that's bad. I love him, but I'm exhausted from saying everything twice, sometimes 3 times, and every time I repeat myself, it feels less important. It does get annoying, and not even the things when it's in the moment and you have to say it twice or 3 times. It's not even when you ask me again next week, what did you say the date was? That is not a problem. Do you know what I mean? Because that's your memory, isn't it? It's terrible as well. My boyfriend swears he didn't hear me, ask about what we're doing for dinner. However, but you can hear his notification from his fantasy football app. Do you think that's the interest thing?
It's the interest-based thing, and
But that feels even worse because then they're not interested in what the person that they're supposed to love is saying, but they'll hear ping ping, someone scored.
No, in our defence, as fantasy football people.
Yeah.
No, and see, it's the dopamine thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
You're going to get a dopamine hit over whatever's just come through.
And to be fair,
but that daily conversation
talking about dinner,
man,
it's not great, is it? Okay, when he's scrolling, I don't exist. I'll be mid-sentence and realise he hasn't processed a word. So it's not just you. I don't think he's choosing the phone over me, but I think he is. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I get it. I do that hits a spot. That can't be nice, and that's not nice for. I suppose it is a bit talking about it. And
I might start doing it to
you. But yeah, I get it. And that's just that.
I've got 2 uglies for you. I've started just not bringing things up. If I have to fight to be heard, I'd rather stay quiet. and now he says that I'm distant. I felt a bit sad.
That is very sad. That's not, you need to talk about that, don't you? You need to say, look,
that's like communication breakdown, and that's where everything starts to go wrong, isn't it?
Start a podcast.
Yeah. It's good therapy. Yeah. And then last one, every time I say I feel ignored, he says it's my ADHD. But there's no effort to change things.
Yeah.
Again, it's communication breakdown, isn't it? That's it for this week.
That was a cheery note to end on.
I know, I'm sorry about that. It's been interesting, and I feel like it's something I'll probably revisit again, I imagine, for part 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't forget to follow us on all our socials. They're below right now. And email us any good, bad and ugly that you have to adhdyourlife@gmail.com. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.